Hi, this is a video I made maybe 3 years ago. It was one of the videos what compelled me to start making my YouTube channel. I've been asked by a subscriber, well, a friend as well as a subscriber, to upload it to my new channel. So for them, I will Limo it. I'll do it for Limo it. Sorry about the sound. You might need microphone. I don't know. Earphones. I don't know. I'm recording not on voice recorder. Right, I'm going out the ring. Oh. See, you just need one guide, but eventually, I reckon you won't even have to need the guide anymore because the prisoners knew they were being watched. So, they didn't know the guide was in or out. They hid. Do you understand? Like, they couldn't see the guide. But they know a guide is probably me watching. Does the job, doesn't it? Like, he could go down that bit there, still see them all. They could see him, so they won't know. Sure. That guy during the event, the whole concept of him. This guy, his body, is in a glass display case at UCL, that's University College London. And I used to go out with a girl whose sister attended that college. So when we used to go around and see her, because I was living in London at the time, when we used to go around and see her, meet her from Colonel Central College, uni, go students, whatever. But yeah, I saw that Jeremy Benson guy in a glass case, but I had no idea who he was. He was in the Glaxo Welcome, I think it's just called Welcome Industries now, isn't it? Glaxo, Smith Kline and Welcome, big pharmaceutical company. You'll find that there, pump all the money into the universities, so pump out all the doctors who prescribe their medicines, make us all better. So anyway, you get the idea. Fucking all over the place now. Well, this guy, years and years later, I read a book by this guy called John 12 Hawks. These are all quotes out of his books, lines out of his books. They like dystopian. The one I read was called The Traveller, the first one. What do you call it? The trilogy. I've not read the other two, but I intend to. Written in 2005, I read it about 2009, I think. And it was a good book, but I'll read you Wikipedia synopsis of it. Well, it's not a synopsis, but it's a quick, book is set in the near future and lays out a world where the real power lies not with the people or governments, but in the hands of a secret organisation who call themselves the Brethren, but who their enemies refer to as the Tabala. The Tabala are a centuries-old secret society who believe in the importance of control and stability, making them essence advocates of a kind of extreme utilitarianism influenced by the ideas of the philosopher Jeremy Bentham, the guy in the glass case. Who invented the Panopticon. Utilitarianism influenced the ideas of Jeremy Bentham. The Tabula wished to enforce a virtual Panopticon, a society where all individuals become so accustomed to being watched and monitored that they act at all times as if they were being observed, and as such completely controllable. The virtual Panopticon is made possible through the use of surveillance cameras, centralised databases, RFID-like tags for each citizen, and assorted spy gear, heat sensors, infrared cameras, X-rays, etc. Also facial recognition is a big thing in it, and we've got that now. The Tabula are a relatively small group, operate largely in secret, but they have great power across the planet, in part by manipulating politicians and other organisation, and in part because of their great wealth and advanced technology, which is in some cases far beyond the technology available to other groups and even governments. The underlying premise for the realms in which this book is set greatly resembles the cosmology of Tibetan Buddhism and other Eastern cosmology. Most notably, the second realm is explicitly labelled the realm of hungry ghosts, but each realm in the enumerated hierarchy is associated with a given human shortcoming, much like in Hinduism and Buddhism. The world we inhabit is the fourth realm, and different travellers can visit one or more of the other realms. See, the book's got it's like a fantasy element to it, with different realms and that, but it could all be true. And when I read it back then, it seemed like it could be believable then, but now, reading it in 2018, it's fucking, everything more like, it's scary. They have guys, these DNA labs, what do you call it, they lab biology labs where they're doing all sorts of mad experiments, and they're creating animals, crossbreeding them and making these chimeras, and they have these, they said, I'll give you a quick part. This guy goes walking back into his fly, he knows he's been looked for, he goes back to his fly, thinks everything's cool, and he opens his door and there's two of these rabid fucking chimera things. Now I can't remember what they are, but they smell like half panther, pit bull, they're a horrible beast, horrible creature. So he gets ripped to pieces by them. They use them as well, to catch people. These things are fucking incredibly horrific. And in 2009, when I was reading it, I was already doing it. And one film, I think it's early 90s, maybe late 80s, I'm not quite so sure, but Gremlins 2. And on the floor of that, there's a DNA lab, and all the gremlins go in. So that's how they all get super changed. It's hilarious watching, but it's scary thinking about it. It just goes mental when they get to the DNA lab, the gremlins, and it's crazy. But that is possible, isn't it? Once you start mixing all that, life is dangerous. That's what makes it interesting. Virtue is admirable but boring. All the news stories were telling me to be frightened. All the commercials were telling me to buy things I didn't need. The message was that people could only be passive victims or consumers. The first icon of the 21st century is the closed-circuit surveillance camera. In privacy at a gravestone, it might read, "Don't worry, this was for your own good." Panopticon penitentiary from Greek, and was based upon an idea of Jeremy's younger brother Samuel, who, while working in Russia for Prince Potemkin, hit upon the central inspection principle, which would facilitate the training and supervision of unskilled workers by experienced craftsmen. Jeremy came to adopt this principle for his proposed prison, an inspection house envisaged as a circular building with prisoners' cells arranged around the outer wall, the central point dominated by an inspection tower. Resembles an nightmare, the all-seeing eye. Well, that's why. That's why that John 12 walks up this. Panopticon. Watch it. So, just thought I'd share that with you. I'll see if we can get any images out of the glass cases. There's some mad story about some student stuff on his head for a while. About it, so it's not official. Yeah, that's not quite sure the details. Some mad story. When I saw it, they're all sticking out of it, and all like a fucking Guy Fawkes. I touched it, and that's not down through the thing, and touched it. Anyway, I think we can pictures. Yeah, I just thought I'd share it because when you look, it's more and more what society is becoming like. Like, they're gonna, cash is way in it, we don't use cash, it's gonna be, well, that's it, I think. So, a lot of people using cards more and more, so every time you walk out the street, there's cameras, all over the place. Facial recognition of what's going on. We've probably got it on all the cameras already. In Glasgow, all the bus stops are mic'd up. It's not official head. It's why it belongs. Yeah, he's done touched it, it's fucking thing. It's the Portugal tax on that.
Yeah, the idea. He's taken his utilitarianism and used it upon society as a whole, with no empathy. He was on the Asperger's sympathy, he had no empathy. So it's like they've used his visions and have used them with 21st century technology. Trust me, people, there's a cult of corporations led by the medical mafia, and this guy's their mascot. The clinical medical mafia. And what do we get just 3 years later after I made this video? COVID. The Panopticon watching us from the outside, now it's watching us from the inside as well. I tried telling you years ago, but I didn't know how to explain it properly. I didn't know what were coming. I didn't know exactly how they were going to do it, but I knew they were going to do it.
Apparently in 2012, Deadline Hollywood announced that Warner Bros. Acquired film rights to the fourth round trilogy.
So, I knew something was in the air, right, but I didn't know it was quite that, but I showed that vlog then, and look where we are now. Panopticon Society. Now it's there, we're in it. All small businesses, going to be shut. Only corporations are going to survive. Every penny, every movement, everything's going to be tracked. There's going to be no more room for creativity. Anything you come up with creativity, it'll be assessed as whether it's what's the word, whether it fits their criteria or not. You know how bad they're changing history now in the 20th century when we're supposed to have some freedom and supposed to have all that. What are they doing to us? My mum was there in hospital. Doesn't matter why, but she was there in hospital there. Couldn't see her family. And the thing wrong with her was her voice, well, her mouth. She couldn't speak on phone. She was there lonely on her own hospital for days. Broke my heart. Right. And just people dying on their own and thinking their families abandoned them. My girlfriend works in old people's home. She says a lot of them think their families have just abandoned them. They don't understand. It's just awful. The number of people I know out of work, the number of people I know in work who would have to put up with unreasonable conditions just to keep the fucking jobs. The corporations, listen to what I'm saying, the Jeremy Bentham and all that, they're the corporations, that's the mascot for the corporations. All the corporations all at some point are based in Switzerland. You can check it out. They've got some connection to Switzerland. Every single one of the corporations. China has turned its money to yuan. An electric coin or coinage is no longer based on a tangible substance like gold or oil. It is now based on the whim of a foreign country, not just a foreign country. China. You know, that communist country where, like us in the West who got all the freedom, we buy all the stuff and it's made in China because it's outsourced and it's all the same shit. Cheap, mass-produced shit. I've got a pair of boots here. They're falling off my feet. You know what I mean? To be able to buy a pair what's not going to fall off my feet again in another 3 weeks, I'm going to have to save up. They don't stitch the soles anymore, they just glue them. Nothing's built to last. I didn't want this to be depressing, but it is what it is. And that for what I showed you, I'm embarrassed by it now, because I went it a long time ago and I said a lot of things what I'm embarrassed about now, but the gist of it is true, and I knew then that it would come in. And it came exactly as it said in the way I described it. It's the medical. They did it through tech and medical. And everyone's got someone who's in the front line. Everyone's got someone who's terrified of it in the family. My family in England are terrified of it. Up here, I'm glad to say we don't give a shit. And I'll tell you now, none of us are giving a shit about it, apart from odd one or two who are. But the majority of us are just carrying on as normal. We're not letting it stop us do anything. Right, over and out. All the best, Hewley. You're the best, mate.